Hello and welcome to the Arcadia Season 2 World Tour. Yes, that means the server here is ending pretty soon, the next couple of weeks. But wait, hold on. That doesn't mean that we're going to be going and be gone for good. No, we'll be back, so stay tuned. But that's probably not why you're here. You're here to check out and see all the crazy things that have happened on here. And I'm going to try to show off my builds a little bit, and then I'll sort of go through and showcase a little bit of what everybody else has done, but not super go into depth. I'll leave that to their videos. You can find a link to everybody's channels in the description. Anyways, that's enough yammering away. Where I started over there, right below the base of the Witherhead, this is the spawn island. So over a year ago or so now, this is where we all spawned and punched our very first trees, built a giant crafting tower, a crafting bridge, and yeah, all the shenanigans over here. But when day one happened, we sort of split off into two groups. So there's a group of people that went mining and did a bunch of mining stuff. And then there's a group of people that sort of chilled around and stayed around in a village, and that was the village people, which I was a part of. So the village people built up this whole island. I built this building. It's a giant super smelter that I think people are still using to this day. Cosmos built a house right there. Scuba built this house right here. Just down the path from Scuba is Silver, and just down the path from the Silver is our initial shopping district right here, which just has a whole bunch of little pop-up shops going on. So not much, maybe a little bit of decoration, but often just a barrel sitting around, because these was shops for the first part of the season, right? So these sold things for basically the first couple of weeks of our server. Then over here we also have a Kimar and that building over there, the big white one, and then RKB with this giant slime hole, and then also this building right here. Then over in the village proper we have Sylphs right there with Triss and Husk and Taffy living in that house before they expanded more to back there. Just that giant forest and huge mushroom, and oh, all those dragons too were done by Triss. Just crazy. As for me, I was down here riverside getting harassed by drowned for, oh my god, so many times. I died to these guys so much. But I love this little starter area. We have this sunken in little like tiki bar or something with our own little pet over here, Mr. Mungus, who we can feed little snacks to, and he gets super duper happy. But this little house has a whole bunch of secrets to it. All the way upstairs is my storage, not a lot of storage, and then finally living quarters up here too. But there's a whole bunch of shenanigans that went on. Sylphs had a game where you had to hide this head, very similar to Teg if you're familiar with Hermitcraft. It's basically a hide and seek game with a mini block. You go and hide, but it made this whole little puzzle room in here, so there's a whole bunch of riddles to answer in binary, and then even a little flippy floppy puzzle here where you had to get all the lights lit up before this door of this used to be powdered snow would fall away and reveal the secret block right there. Anyways, that game was really fun, and I would love to do something like that again in season 3. We also had our starter farms over here, a public villager breeder set up here, so you can just come over and feed them and take a villager, and then also an iron farm here. This little guy has been there since day 2 of the server, just if you can believe it or not, especially with all these creeper bombs going on. But everyone's been leaving signs here just saying that they're fixing all the overflow and whatever. Yeah, this thing has filled up quite a bit. And then the last of the village people, we have Toothy over here, who is living in this little shack. Very funny. And we have T-Man over here, who I think unfortunately never finished his giant castle in here. It would have been really cool to see, but I think it just got oh, creeper! I think it just got away from him a little bit. As you can tell, it's not even really lit up. As far as main bases go, we have Liz over here, who has this beautiful little cherry area with all these little streams and stuff, and custom building. There's even a really cool building behind me, but you know, it's spoiler, she hasn't shown it yet, so go check out her video if you want to see that. The other group of people, as I mentioned, went off mining, and since they went on that adventure and died a lot. They didn't really have a lot of resources. So what they decided to do instead was make this little tent area, and they have little tents all over the place. So this one is Gwen's, I believe. Yep. Then we got Liz, and then there's some other people sitting around here too. They worship this salmon god. Yeah, I'm not, that's cold stuff. I don't want to touch that. And then up here on the corner, we have Zunti's giant Neapolitan trading hall. She just put up one day, like in the first week of the server, just, yep, I don't know what's up with her, kind of crazy. But yeah, this one was really cool too. So if you have some time after downloading the world seed, go check that out. There's a whole bunch of villagers. Just across the way from the campfire crew is this massive custom cherry tree I built. This is my first giant cherry tree I built using tools from Axiom, and it looks pretty cool. So the thing with trees of this scale is that when you're looking at them up close, they never really look good. They sort of just look like a bunch of floating blocks. But when you start looking at them from further and further away, you can see some of the patterns that are going on, right? You can see the colors, the different layers. You can see the dark layers. You can see the light layers. You can see how much poofier it looks from this. Yeah, things of this scale are definitely things you want to look at from far away. This custom tree was built as a foundation for Kyoto Street, which is a Japanese themed area for our shopping district. A bunch of these shops here, I think there's 5 of them. So 2 of them are me, 2 of them are Zunti, and that one there is Scuba. But this one on the corner is one of my favorite builds I've done the whole season. I love the detail on this, the different colors. The windows look really cool, all the designs going on inside. I really love this building a whole lot, and I hope it comes through on YouTube's end, because I know a lot of that gets compressed sometimes. But anyway, moving on to the shopping district proper, this is, I think you can probably tell, that's Skulk getting sold there. A little bit of some food wars happening over here. This is Gwen's Adventuring Tavern. We'll take a peek in here really quick. Gwen is doing this D&D inspired thing. So she has like this tavern set up. There's an innkeeper here. You can come in and do some tavern quests and go over to a whole custom village she has made that has a whole bunch of quests and stuff to do. Moving on, the shopping district has a whole bunch of areas. So over here is sort of the more fantasy themed area. We've got builds like bees, mushrooms, trees, elytra stuff, salmon, hedges. We also have the shop for my card game, the custom card game I made, which we'll go see later. But this is where players would come and pick up their box with their very first card games in here. And you can even see, here's a map from where we're going. And here's some of the cards I hear, art by the lovely Zunti. But yeah, here they are playing with their little card game. Adorable. Then we have a bunch of little shops around here done by various people. Back here we have a whole bunch of shops by RKB. We got frog stuff, a giant RKB one-stop shop. I think this is an RKB trading hall, which makes my frame sad. And then finally we have Amsterdam Street over here, which is just sort of it's a collection of buildings built in the style of Amsterdam buildings. So this one's also mine. This is probably one of my other builds I'm most proud of from this season. So there's that shop over there in the corner, and then this corner shop too. I really love the windows in this probably, and then these lightings. Love the lightings here. The stained glass in front of the frog lights makes this really cool effect when you're walking around. Love it. I also really like this. I made it lean pretty well like Amsterdam does. You can see how much further it comes out than the other buildings. I don't like the palette choices I made that much, but it leans, it looks cool. And there's a whole bunch of buildings over here. So we have a lot of Dutch members on our server. So you can maybe come here and try to guess which buildings were built by our Dutch members on the server. But yeah, we can just run around really quick. A bunch of these 2 were built by Percy. We got one by Zunti here, one by me. That was my first attempt. So it's not the best, not happy with the palette, but it is what it is. We got a Zunti corner shop. We got a Zunti cafe. We got a silver concrete shop, I believe this one is. And then on the corner over here, we got a Kaimandar mining shop. He sells a whole bunch of mining products in here. So he sells pickaxes, he sells rails. I think upstairs he sells ore or something like that, or get an iron voucher here. place your voucher here. I think he sells, yeah, he sells services, so you can, you know, pay him to go and help do things, basically. But look at this. Ancient debris as decoration. Wow. Then another shop he also has is this exotic meat shop, which uses our custom models we have on the server, but he sells a whole bunch of things. So these are like sniffer steak. This is gonna be like camel chops. Oh, I got these I bought earlier. I forgot. These are polar bear ribs. Look at that. Yummy polar bear ribs. Nom, 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 nom. Really, really cool custom model work here for these shops, though. So cool. Probably the one thing I'm disappointed with about Amsterdam Street is we didn't quite finish it. There's maybe like 2 more buildings here, or if we're actually making them like Amsterdam, they need to be thin. So maybe like 3 or 4 more buildings could fit in here. So there's one thing I'm disappointed in with Amsterdam. It's probably that, but we did such a good job with all these buildings. Just sort of working together. It was sort of just organically showed up. It was really, really cool to just see this, you know, you'd show up on the server and there's another building for Amsterdam Street. So if you get the time when the server comes out, you should go and check out some of the interiors of these buildings. They're really, really coolly decorated. And then the last thing I would like to showcase here at the shopping district is this really, really cool custom boat that Kimar did. And this is his sort of one-stop shop to sell a lot of different products. So before he built these 2 here in the corner, this was his only place to sell things, and he was selling a huge variety of products. He was selling things like custom maps and paying to make custom maps. He was selling general goods like random potions, moss stuff, and then I think over here he has some mini blocks. And then the shop that probably made the most amount of money, the shulker shop. Oh my god, each one of these costs 10 diamond blocks. He probably got like 50 diamond blocks out of me alone. Just yeah, I spent a lot of money over here, but it doesn't really do the ship justice when you're walking around. So let's take a little look around here. The sails are so well done, and they have all these holes in them because it's supposed to be a ghost ship. So it's a little bit run down, a little bit beaten up, but the design of the sails, having them bump out a little bit, must have taken so much time. I love it. And then leaving the shopping district in the distance, if we head down this giant trench, also that Kimar did, just that guy, let me tell you, absolutely bonkers. At the end of this tunnel is Kimar's main base, and you'll see it in just a second. Oh my god! It's so tall, the clouds are going through it. Yeah, so this thing is just absolutely crazy. It is all hollow, but look at this, just entirely built out of obsidian. It has this giant beacon beam on the top up here, so you can see it from way in the distance, like way over there. It is so cool. I mean, look at that. That is all obsidian. Just think of how many blocks had to go into that thing. Well, now that we've checked out Kimar's base back there, why don't we go ahead and check out everybody else's base? Like I mentioned earlier, we'll just run through everything really quick. And if you want to see specifics, be sure to check out everybody's videos. There will be links in the description to everybody. But I just want to mention, isn't Distant Horizons amazing? That's the mod that's letting me see so far. Look, I can see all the way over there to whatever that is, and all the way over there to Kimar's thing, and I think even, yep, all the way over there to my base with that little lump over there next to my head. Just, oh my god, this mod is amazing. Why don't we start over here though with Percy and Corn. So Percy has this adorable little cloud base. This is, I guess, all that he needs. He has a portal. He's got some storage. He's got a cake. Must have been for his birthday. He's got bulk storage down there, all 6 sorters worth. And then he has this other cloud over here that I think Triss made this other cloud. So, I mean, he's living in high class. He has that cloud and this one. I mean, I don't know what he's going to do with himself. He also has a neighbor which built this. I have no idea what that is. Let's ignore it. And then over here we have Corn, who apparently doesn't want Kimar to show up. But she has this cute little house over here, and Corn is going a little bit crazy because she keeps seeing holes in the world somewhere. I don't know. I haven't seen one yet. Maybe we'll see one, but supposedly there's giant gaping holes all over the place. So, I mean, I don't know if she's going crazy, but I've yet to see one. Oh, I think we're in one. What's going on? I can't, what? Oh my god, look. Okay, so we got this giant line going on. I think Bobby can't update behind chunks that don't render, so so we can see through all the ground over here, and no matter what way we go, we make this giant line. Oh, that is really fun. Okay, well, I guess Corn's not crazy. Something is very wrong. Well, it appears we have another weirdo hole right here, but straight past that is Silver's base. Silver made a lot of trees for us this season, so she's the tree lady. So a lot of these buildings are tree houses. Well, not literally tree houses. They're houses for trees. She has a whole bunch of tree farms in there. And out over here, she has this whole adorable lake with a whole bunch of houses built into the wall. It's really, really cool. These all go inside the building too, so I'm not gonna do that because I get lost every time I go in there. But you can check it out and get lost. You can let me know in the comments below how long you get lost in there, because I got lost in there for very long time one time. Oh, and I suppose we should check over here really quick too. This is RKB, who sort of just is off on his own doing his own thing over here, but he has a super massive mega perimeter hole. So he has a couple farms in here. He's got a creeper farm, and then a giant dragon on top of it, and then all sorts of other things. So sugarcane, I don't know what that is. Kelp, I suppose, and bamboo. So he likes to do technical builds. So there's a whole bunch of tech stuff over here. Giant armor farm. There's a giant wool farm. All sorts of stuff. This area can get pretty laggy though, so I'm gonna get out of here. Well, just past Silver's area over here, we have a Tooth, Mr. Today Tooth himself, who has built a whole bunch of little buildings on top of here. So we'll get back to this, but he has a little train station over here, and I think he didn't get to it, but he was going to make trains going all around the world. So here is a train over a bridge, and he has a whole bunch of little custom like little, I don't know, like apartments, I guess you could call them. Super highly detailed, really fun to go and walk through this area. And then this over here was from my April Fool's prank in that train car over there. There's a deep dark below us, and I sent a warden down through here past his storage. Let me see if I can find it. In this hole right here, it took a very long time to do, but Zunti and I managed to trap a warden down here and rig it so that when Toothy got close to the train car over there, it would release the warden and it would come up to him and prank him. And oh my god, it was so funny. I'll put a link in the description I'm putting links to everything in the description, but I'll put a link in the description to Toothy's perspective of this guy. It was so funny to just see the warden pop up, and he was just immediately angry and just blasted him. Oh my god, it was so good. Well, even further past Toothy is my area over here, and Bobby is trying to render in, but we'll check out my area a little bit later. If we keep flying over here, we will see Triss's area just on the other side of the mountain, and this is where she built not her second forest, although she did that too, but two other giant forests. This place is just absolutely amazing. Oh, on top of building this giant tree too, of course. Just like her starter base, this has two custom forests and this custom tree right here. But oh my god, can you believe it? This custom tree, this was not built with using any of the fancy schmancy tools like World Edit or Axiom, the new hotness, or anything like that. No. This was all hand placed. She did all of this by hand, creative first, of course, but every single block here was hand placed and then done up in here with Lightmatica. I mean, just how crazy is that? This is just huge. I will show you, this was something I did for Triss though. We got a custom door here. Look at that. Full custom redstone door, opens and closes. Oh my god, so satisfying. Oh, I love it so much. This is another one of those places though, you just have to show up and walk around in to appreciate. So again, there will be a link in the description to join our Discord server if you want a announcement when the world goes live, or if I remember, I'll put it in the description, but let's be honest, I'm probably going to forget. So you should probably just join the Discord. She also has a little hobbit area with even more custom forests. I mean, geez, she must love trees to do this many, just crazy. Then over here we have Husk and Taffy, who I'm not sure how much of this they've shown on video, so we're just gonna fly through this amazing tunnel they have. This is from Taffy's side to sort of the middle area with both of them, and then through this cool tunnel over into Husk's area. And I know he showed this on video, so you can look at this really cool Norwegian sort of hut style. It's a long house, very cool. The dragons are awesome. And then past both of them we have Zunti's area, but if you just look at this, you probably can't really appreciate all of it, right? This little area was done second. So this whole top area, there's a couple houses and magic areas built for various things. This is all painstakingly decorated. I think this is for axolotls because she felt bad after building the shop, so she made this little sanctuary for them. But what's absolutely crazy, this castle is amazing, and I wish she had time to finish it, but she just sort of built this front facade. But even that is just fantastic. It looks so cool. The palette was amazing. I would love to see it done, but just ran out of time, unfortunately. But if you think all of this is amazing and magical, oh no, just you wait. Let me show you what's cooking downstairs. So downstairs is this lush, crazy biome. But what's amazing is this all used to be an ancient city. That's right. This whole area used to be an ancient city. And if you don't believe me, I mean, that's where the portal was, right there. Look, you can even see the, what are those called? Reinforced deep slate or something like that right there from the ancient city. Absolutely amazing. I'm not going to fly around here because I'm going to die, but I can free camp through and show you a little bit the effort. So all of this was mined out by hand and then built up again with various buildings with sort of the original structure of the city in mind, right? This is the main entrance up to the portal. And then up in the corners, there's a whole bunch of cute little houses with little getaways, and people have done various builds in them. Yours truly included as well, Humble's apartment. I made this little apartment and we did a couple little things. This is unfortunate. Some of the painting changed so you can sort of see through it, but this is supposed to be a false wall. And there used to be diamonds in here, but they have since been robbed, it would appear. And then this little area was sort of a mining depot, right? Where the miners would show up, they would leave some of their supplies behind from mining out the ancient city, and they would go down here to descend into the depths to mine out some more. Ouch. Those are some of the cool overworld projects to show though, but why don't we go ahead and show you some of the nether projects as well. Ow. So these tunnels are connected because Zunti and I wanted to be close to each other. So we have this little turnaround spot if we just want to zoop zoop to get to each other's bases really, really quick. And then out to the main nether tunnels over here where we have this custom tunnel. I think this one was designed by Triss, I believe. Triss did 2 of these nether tunnels and I did 2 of them. So I think Triss did that one, and this basalt one I think was also Triss over here. And then I did these 2. This nether brick one, which goes down to our gaming district and Percy and Jafa. Oh, we have to go see Jafa too, that's right. And then over here is the sandy one, which leads to Husk and Taffy. The main nether hub was a collab project though between Triss, Toothy, and I. So Triss did some of this outside here, all of these walls. And then I did this interior here. So all of these suspended bridges. There used to be a end crystal floating down here in the middle, but I think it blew up at some point, like stray arrows or something, I don't know. So it was a little bit more magical earlier, but that's okay. And so we have all these cool little drippy bridges suspended. They all look a little bit different to help people sort of remember what path to go down to. Nether Hub has it all. So we got this whole little roof here, straight to roof access. We got shaders on, so we got fog, but if we go ahead and turn those off really quick, we can see way further and see all the stuff people have done. So we have a lot of gold farms. There's one over there by Kai. There's one over there by RKB. There's a ghast farm by RKB. And then there's another gold farm. I think No, not that. It's at the end of this tunnel by someone from the campfire crew and some over there. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's Toothy's Prismarine farm. Also on the nether roof though is something I want to show. This is one of the biggest redstone projects I did this server. It was right at the start too. So this is a barter farm, and standing up here, ow, oh, I'm getting bonked around. Standing in there are 120 pigs. Yeah, there is quite a few of them. Look at that. So there is, I believe, a twisting vine in there, or something, or vines or something is in there. I don't remember. The collision is turned off, right? So they're not getting entity crammed. So there's a whole bunch in there. But that thing chews through 2 shulker boxes of iron ingots per minute. Yeah, 2 shulker boxes. When it's running though, this thing is crazy. It produces something like 400,000 items per minute, and inside here we have everything that you would get from a barter farm, right? So we have a big wall of unsortable and overflow, right? So we got potions, we got boots, we got books, we got overflow items, and then everything else is shulker loaded. So shulker boxes of fire charges. Look at that. If you wanted to melt somebody, defend a base, you are set to go. Ender pearls, all good. And upstairs, this was probably the most useful the whole season. We have somewhere, where is it? Gravel. Oh my god, people needed so much gravel this season, and it's still, this is like not a lot. It used to be full probably up to here, maybe. Yeah, look at that. There used to be stuff way out here because people just needed more and more gravel. I mean, it really came in handy, this thing, let me tell you. Let's see, the only other thing I really want to show you in the nether is just past our Hoglin farm over here. Is our giant gold farm. So I built a portal-based gold farm, and we'll see it render in here in just a second. It was massive. It used so many shulker boxes of obsidian, as I'm sure you can tell. Look at that thing, just a giant obsidian refrigerator. But let me tell you, when this thing turns on, it's just a waterfall of piglins on the other side. So this thing was built before we had crafters. So this whole line here is all shulker loading iron, or not iron, gold nuggets into shulker boxes and then putting them in here. So I think Kimar came through and used all these for something. That's why there's none in here. But this thing fills up so quickly. And it, you know, in 121.1, the version we're in right now, we have crafters. So if we wanted to, I could like change all this to be crafter systems. You'd still need this many rows, but they would be turning things into nuggets and then just putting them into here. So that would cut down the process quite a bit. But I'll splice in some footage of this thing running from the video I did. It's quite something to behold when this thing's actually running. So if you and a friend could come here and have it running, just yeah, one of you come in here and the other one go on top of that structure I showed you in the nether. It's amazing to see it running. This came in quite handy though. When I was building my card game, I got so many levels here so fast. It was super duper helpful renaming all the cards. Speaking of the card game, why don't we go and showcase that really quick? Well, I say really quick, it'll take a bit. Actually, I forgot, we need to go and see Jafa first. Let's go visit Jafa and then we'll end off this trip over at my place, all right? So this is Jafa's area. He has this giant spaceship out here, which I'm not sure what this is from. If you know, comments down below. I'm sure Jafa explains it all in his video, and I just, you know, forgot. But if you know what it is, put in the comments below. Maybe I can be educated on some space lore. Obviously, that's not the Starship Enterprise. I know that, of course. So Jafa is another one of these people who lives in a hole. So he's got a whole lot of stuff, no pun intended, down here. I think he went kind of skulk crazy at some point, but yeah, he's got a whole bunch of stuff down here you can check out. That looks like a spooky evil alter ego face. Yeah, this is sort of, he's got scary bunnies tied up. Okay, I'm getting out of here. If you want to check out Jafa's stuff again, let me say the line, Bart. Link down in the comments below. So this area over here is my area. We're finally checking out my place. And it is nighttime, so why don't we check out the little starter house over here I did. This was super duper fun to do. So the way I build houses is I tend to do the exterior, make all the shapes, and then build it up, and then I spend absolutely forever in survival building up houses, or building up the interior. And this house is no different. It took like a whole day to do this interior because I am very slow and nitpicky about where things go. It ends up being worth it in the end though, because this had so much storage. We increased our storage by what is that? 8 chests. Yes, 8 chests. And it is super duper comfy in here. I love it. Building on this style. Oh, plants. I must have broken something. Building on this style though, we have these 2 other buildings over here for... Oh, what was it? Secret Santa, I believe. I made a horse for corn, and so I had to breed up so many horses. If you've ever bred up horses, you know what's going on. So there's a whole bunch of different horses in here. So these ones are really slow, 6.8. Very, very slow, but they're good jumpers. 5.28 meters, so that's 5.28 blocks. Really good. These ones are really good runners. And then this one here, these are the best horses. So these are both good at running and good at jumping. So these horses are super duper fast. Like if I wanted to, it could easily jump up here. These horses are amazing. So if you want to get a really good horse on the server, you can come here and breed Ryosuke and Abigail over here. These are the 2 best. They're built after, or they're set up across from each other. So these 2 are speed, these 2 are jumping. Then these 2 at the end are good at neither. They're not good at running, and they're also not good at jumping. These 2 are the slowest horses ever. Look, you literally sprint faster as a player than these horses run. It is it is very funny to prank people with these horses, having them run them. It is very funny. I love those guys. They got funny names too. We got Neville the Agile here, who is not agile at all, and same with Terry the Swift. Neither of these are any of those names, but that's the comedic effect, right? Yes, and then after you've bred up your horsies, there's all sorts of horse supplies over here. Armor, some sugar to breed them up faster, let them grow up faster. If you want to dye your horses, food to breed them, all sorts of goodies over here. And then this was going to be a big horsey course all the way around the lake, which never got done. Yeah, that's too bad. But over here we have our fields, lovely fields. We got a pond with, oh, there's axolotls. That's nice. I think Zunti took him back because I put him there. She must have brought him back again. That's so nice. Yeah, so we got axolotls in my horsey pen with some missing horses. They're supposed to be 4 in there, but yeah, whatever. And then over here we got our gorgeous fields with our crop mods, so they look lovely. And then we'll get to that house later. Zunti and I built that, but we'll show that off together. And then leading up onto this bridge, this is my custom island I built. So this thing is entirely hollow because that's the way it is. But we got my storage down here, and then a huge custom island built up around. And the plan was to sort of build out the whole island, but there only ended up being 1, 2, 3 buildings on here. Yeah, got a little burnt out. But the whole idea was these bridges would lead into my kingdom with grand entrances and buildings all across the island, and got a little burnt out and just didn't do that. These bridges were a lot of work and a lot of fun to put together though, and I think... Do we hear things? I don't know what's going on. There's supposed to be music discs playing, waves and birds chirping, but not working, I guess. So yeah, this is my giant custom island. The only things that are on here really is this is a XP farm. All you gotta do is you hit the button and it splashes some armadillos with silverfish potions. So you can get a whole bunch of XP from this. It is so quick and easy. I gotta make one of these in season 3. And then up here, we got a little tiny building I just did. And this house, which Zunti made, it's a little hanging house. And this is probably the best build on the island. Unfortunately, nothing that I did, but Zunti did a lovely job here. It's got cute little things here. You can see our crop field we did, which we'll show off in just a second. And then on top of the island, we have our main portal with our super duper cool looking portal frame. And over here is Timmy and our storage. Timmy over here is hooked up to a villager breeder, which if this was on, I could breed the villagers and send a little snack to Timmy, but sometimes the villagers get angry and stop breeding. And then last but not least for the main island would be my storage system down here. This is a fully automated multi-item sorter, so huge thing. This sorts everything in the game pretty much. Anything that's not set will end up in here, so I didn't set any of the new copper blocks. Some of these are Allay wings from Kaimidar. Some of these things, mini blocks, stuff like that. Stuff that isn't filtered will show up in here, but it's pretty easy. You can just shove in shulker boxes, hit the button, and it's gonna go start sorting things. We'll see some lights coming on through, and now all the items will go where they're supposed to be. I don't even have to do anything. It's so nice. I promised you card game though, so let's go check out card game. Straight over here is a multi-month long project where I made a roguelite deck builder where you had to go through and defeat 10 bosses in a row with a deck of cards, and it became sort of a addiction for the Arcadians for like a couple months, so I do feel kind of bad about that, but it's very, very cool. Let me show you. So I've zoomed in the GUI to old man mode so you can see hopefully some of the cards, but these are some of the cards you can do, and the idea was you'd go through and make a deck of these cards. So you have sacrifice there on the right, you lose 6 HP, you gain 2 mana, draw 3 cards, and you burn. So that means this card goes away for that encounter. Or laid plans, deal 7 damage. The next card you played is put back into your hand. So all of these were heavily inspired, and a lot of them were just lifted from Slay the Spire. So like Sacrifice, for instance, this was just lifted from Slay the Spire, basically. But all of these cards, the card art was done by Zunti here on the server. So this is another really cool one, Ender Beer. So spin it around, look at that. So all the card art there on the top and the banner was done by Zunti. The rest of the assets and all that stuff was done by yours truly, but she did such a good job. She did so many of these cards, so you can come over here and check them out. I'll leave a box with all the cards and my ender chest. All that stuff will be up in there in that tunnel, so if you want to see them, you can come and check them out. So something like this is how you would play the game. You would set up a deck of cards to challenge the 10 bosses. So for me, I'm doing Sacrifice, like I mentioned. It lets us get mana and draw cards. We're using Fire Aspect, which lets us get strength, do more damage, but there's a chance future cards get burnt, even if they don't have burn. So it's risky. We're playing Laid Plans, so we can get a card back at least once. And we're playing Ender Beer, which lets us double our strength. So once we get a whole bunch of strength built up with Fire Aspect there, we're gonna double it. And then we're going to use a Twin Strike to deal 3 damage twice. So this combination should get up a whole bunch of strength, then deal a whole bunch of damage in one turn. So if we shove them all in our blue box here, all we got to do is come into deck input, click it in, and the game will start all on its own. Of course, to do a project like this, there's a little bit of redstone involved. I never got to doing a redstone tour video, so you'll probably just have to look through the archives of me building this, from my redstone world to all the way building up here on Arcadia. But the short and sweet of it is this is what handles reading all the cards. Then down here we determine what to do, and it goes through all these lines over here, and then through all these big complex machines which add things, subtract things, send numbers up to these 2 machines before they finally get displayed up here. You know, that took about 15 seconds to tell you. If I went into detail on every little thing and every little interaction, we would be here probably for an hour and a half. So if you want a detailed description of what happens and how things work, I'll put, again, say the line, Bart, I'll put links in the description to the videos where I built this project. But playing the game is really simple. All you got to do is you take the cards you want to play. So fire aspect, gain 4 strength. All cards have a 1/2 chance of being burnt. This effect stacks. So the first one is half a chance, then the next one gets added on top, and then added on top, and added on top. So yeah, very quickly becomes unmanageable. We also have all of these lights and indicators to tell us how things are going. So over there we have 4 strength. This is in binary. So we have 4 strength. This card does 3 damage twice. So it does 4 + 3 is 7. And then it does that twice. So 2 × 4 + 3 is 14. So not quite enough damage there, but I think if we Ender Beer this, that will put it up to 8. And then after that, we're going to be able to play Twin Strike to get this guy down in 1 hit. Or I'm bad at math. Hold on, let's just forfeit that really quick.
You're not yet powerful enough to defeat me.
I'm being taunted by my own game. Anyways, if we had actually won, for every boss you beat, you have a chance to get more and more loot showing up here in the rewards box, which if you end up getting coins, you can also get cards to directly add to your deck. But if you end up getting coins, you can come over here to the coin shop to go ahead and spend coins to hopefully get some more cards. Hold on, let me go get some coins. So depending upon how many coins you put in here, you'll get up to that many cards as a reward, but the more coins you put in, there is a chance that you will miss a reward. So it's not quite 1-to-1. And that was sort of a design choice so that, excuse me, door. That was sort of a design choice so that people can't just spend as many coins as there are cards and get what they want. There's always a chance you won't quite get what you want. But yeah, so this setup was pretty much ripped straight from Decked Out. Up in the powdered snow, you got some card rewards, but you can only choose 1 at a time. So you got to weigh what's best for your deck at any point in time, right? So this is pretty tempting, more strength, but you know, maybe what you really need right now is something like this, weight training, gain block equal to your strength. That could be pretty good. Or maybe you need more mana, bonfire, gain 2 mana, burn. I think we'll go with this. So you just select a card that you want, and after a short amount of time, depending upon where the card was, it'll come falling through straight from the ceiling and land right here for you to pick up. Ding! There's my card, Bonfire. So if you would like to play this game, again, say the line, Bart, link in the description to the video telling you how to play the game. But it's pretty easy. Collect your box from the starter shop I showed you earlier, and head on over here and have some fun, right? Does this button still work? Okay, and hopefully the door is fixed now. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Seems to be fixed to me. All right, well, let us go and take a peek-sees over here at our brand new little, little farmer ranch we made over here. But to do that, I gotta go get Zunti. So hold on, let me go grab her.
Oh my god. Also, I think I never showed you Physics Iced Tea, my horse thing. There he is.
You have Physics Iced Tea? That's a very snippy horse. It's going really fast.
He's fast, yes. It's kind of confusing because the character is so slow, and then you're on Physics Iced Tea and you zoom in. Look at me.
Yeah, this is even worse for the viewers than normal with you running around all over the place. Maybe we should just put him back in the stables.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
I don't know where my other... I used to have... Oh my god, there's a jumper too. I used to have 2 other horses in there too. There was Mocha Vanilla Cream and Mrs. Buttersworth the 4th, and I don't know where they went.
Oh yeah.
Are
they not in the stables?
No, the only ones in the stables are the ones for people to breed if they want to breed horses. My actual horses I kept over here. I don't know where they went though.
Oh. Well, at least they're... Yeah.
Maybe when people get the world download, they can go look for my horses.
Yes.
Yeah, I have no idea where they went. But we're gonna show off our little farmhouse we did. So
Yes.
I showed earlier, I have this, I'm gonna free cam. I have this whole area over here with all the crops and the stables down there. And then for a long time, there was just nothing over here. So Zunti and I made this little project, and we made like a little farmhouse with all the animals.
Yes. Well, you built the house and I made the little stables.
Yeah, so I did all the house here, and I built the house, and then we sort of both decorated the interior. But then Zunti did all these stables out here for most of the animals that give resources that you would want. So we got armadillos.
Yes, we got armadillos, and then we got chicken.
Which keep proliferating. There's so many more chickens now than before. Anyway, and then we have sheeps over here.
We also got some cows.
And they got little shade over here. Oh, and that tree, that one, the bushy one, that was done by Zunti as well. So some shade for the sheepies. What else do we have?
After the cows, we got piggies.
Piggly Wigglies. And then the
And
big
if you want to
boys
come
to
in,
sniff us.
hello? They also have a lot of mud over here.
Oh, yeah. Wow, and like 3 things of water. Poor pigs. That's fine. They can live with it. They seem to be fine so far.
Yes, they're good.
And then we got the
I
sticky
think
boys,
the animals are fine. Yes, the cute snippers.
who somehow keep escaping. So, yeah. Oh, thank you. Here, buddy, you want one? Crunch.
Oh, and the little tree for shade again.
Oh yeah, that one too was also done by Zunti. And then inside we have this little corner done by Zunti. It's got I don't know, it's just decoration stuff.
Yes, we got a pretty sniffer rock to point out. Shout out to Tris on that topic. We got a breeze over here and another table with a globe. We got from the beginning of the season a you found me totem.
Oh really? Oh my god, wait, that's from like way long ago. I have to say, you are really annoying because I haven't messed with my sound effects mod yet and you're echoing the whole time. It's really annoying. So sorry about that, viewers. We got Echo Zunti over there. So and then I did this corner over here. We got a nice little, I don't know, table, couch, seating area. Very lovely. And then a nice little area out here you can sit and look and survey all the sheepies and animals. There's not much upstairs. It's just some beds and some books, basically. But I got my doggo Barf up here. He's a good boy. And we got some book blocks, some fountain pen and quill Zunti did, and it's lovely. Last but not least, we got tic-tac-toe out here too. But that's about it. I think we did a great job.
It's very cute. Yes, it's cute. It's a good last project for season 2. I love it. Oh, I'm jumping around again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do that all the time. It's fine. I'll just go F5 and just sit here like this. And if you go out of frame, you go out of frame.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, thank you for showing this off with me. Now I gotta go show something else off. I don't remember what I said.
Well, I don't know. I will go into my cave.
Okay. All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Ow.
I'm sorry. Ouch, wait, we're going the same way. This is awkward. This is like when you say bye and walk down the same hallway. Well, with that tour done, I suppose that is the end of the season. I hope you all stick around for season 3. That's right, there will be a season 3. It's starting maybe sooner than you think. So I hope you hop around for that. Please subscribe if you'd like to see the start of season 3. Remember, the world download for this will be available and announced on our Discord, or maybe in the description if I remember. But if you would like to see all my items, they're over here on this barrel, has all my ender chest stuff, all sorts of random things and cards, and all my Game Master boxes for card game are all in here. And then all the tools I normally use and carry are hanging on around in here. So that's it for me. Please do remember to go check out everybody else. In the description will be a link to everybody's channel, and I hope to catch you all around for season 3. But that's it for me for season 2. Hope to see you later. Goodbye. Ow. This is not going to go well.